Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Free Space Podcast, where we'll be keeping it sassy and straight with Black Butterfly. Here at Free Space, we are geared towards no judgment and discussing topics such as mental health, sexuality, self awareness, and other related topics. Feel free to support this podcast with a small donation to help sustain future episodes. Please don't be afraid to reach out to someone you trust or a professional if you experience any mental triggers. Listening discretion is advised. Hey, butterflies, and welcome back to another episode. So, before we jump right into it, I just want to give a shout out to Anchor for sponsoring and hosting my podcast. Anchor is a great platform if you're wanting to start a podcast and share it with people. It's really great, very user friendly. You can record episodes while you're on the go. You can create trailers. You can branch it out to other platforms such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and even other more major listening platforms. I love Anchor. Anchor is awesome. Like I said, very user friendly. It even gives you like analytics for like your episodes, and you can see where your audience lies, whether, more males, more females, age ranges. That way you're able to really connect with the audience that you have listening to your show. So if you love to speak and talk about different topics and love to connect with others through a virtual platform, then Anchor is right for you. So head over to anchor.fm to get started today. All right, so here is the laydown today, butterflies. So on this episode, we're going to pick up from what I put down last episode. And I gave a little tidbit about it in regards to just if a person that you wanted to express yourself to was in front of you, what would you say? So I'm going to be sharing what I would say, basically. And if you would like to share with me, what you would say, or even if it's something that you feel like is something you want to just get off your chest, send me a voice message or a DM. And your voice message may get featured in the next episode. So I'm going to call this getting closure. Everyone deserves closure, and being able to close, chapters in your life and being able to move forward from that and continue to live a healthy life. Right. At least that's for me. So I'm going to use this as my closure statement, so to speak. Sincerely, Black Butterfly. Boop. But so we're gonna get closure on this episode, okay? So let's just see how we're gonna start off. A letter to my past. We'll just call it that. Just make it very broad spectrum, straightforward, to the point, kind of, sort of. But that's what it's gonna be. Okay. We're just gonna roll with it. Just follow me here, you guys. Follow me here. So we're just gonna get some closure today. I promise not to be too disclosure. I promise. But I will say, as a warning, this is my experience that I'm willing and comfortable with sharing with all of you, and being open about getting closure. I will say, as going on a mental health journey to better myself and better my future, I realized that in order for me to successfully go on this journey, at least for me, my starting point is to at least get closure, and then be able to move on, and live a much better and happier and healthier life for myself and the life that I'm trying to build, and move forward with. Okay? So, alrighty. So, this is my closure. I didn't realize how hard this would be, but that is okay. And I will say that everyone's mental health journey is different. Your journey may not be like mine, and that's okay. Everyone has their own starting and ending point. And the middle of that sandwich, the toppings can be totally different. I may have pickles, you may have olives. One person may have mayonnaise, the other person may have ketchup. It's whatever you like and whatever you want it to be. As long as it's something healthy and good for you. I'll just say that. Something that's healthy and good for you. And will make your stomach settle and be happy. There's a party in my tummy. So yummy, so yummy. But yeah, so I'm just gonna jump right into it. Alright, so a letter to my past. I want to just say I thank you. Yeah. I thank you, past. I thank you for all the pain and all of the tears and the hurt and just the various experiences that I have endured that are part of my past. I thank you for helping evolve me into the woman and human that I am today. Personally, I feel like without certain things that has happened in my past, at least for me, I wouldn't be able to have the viewpoint and understanding and thought process of certain aspects of life if it wasn't for my past. I'm not saying that I wish that was the best thing in the world, but my past has given me that insight of just viewing life differently. There we go. I'll just say that. Not to say that without my past I wouldn't be able to view certain things the way that I do now, but my past has given me a more deeper insight and deeper view to be able to understand it for myself and be able to help others and support others who may have gone through something similar or if not the same as me. So for that, I say thank you again. I would not ever say that I am grateful for it, because I'm not. I can only just say I'm thankful for being able to grow and just learn from my past. Moving on from that past, I thank you for those that I have encountered and that have caused emotional and mental scarring. I thank you. Without these things, I wouldn't be able to be more mindful and have more self-awareness for myself and to those that I interact with, and know signs of, if something is going a certain way, I, have awareness of, okay, this is happening, I need to go the other way, or, I need to avoid X, Y, and Z. I thank you, past, for, giving me basically these life lessons to experience these things and to just be self-aware about it, and just more cognizant to the fact that this stuff is real. This is life. Like, this is what will happen. It's not always going to be rainbows and unicorns and pixie dust like I always wish it would be in my head, but that's not the reality of it, and I've learned to deal with that. I did. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Moving on. Past. I thank you for the lessons learned relationships in my life. Ranging from friendships to relationships as well. I thank you for those. Because if it wasn't for those, I would not be able to be where I am today in terms of happiness and moving forward and not looking back onto those things. So for that, I thank you again. I'm just gonna shift gears here, and I'm gonna just get a little bit specific. Just a little bit. Because like I said, this is my closure and I'm comfortable with it, and I'm willing to confront and start to close that open door that has been open for so long, and finally close it with a peace of mind and just closure. Literally, I have no other word for that but closure. But yeah, I want to thank my past relationship. If it wasn't for the experiences and things that transpired and the things that you have put me through, I would not be aware or so blindsided to certain things now, and being able to deal with them with a better mindset and a stronger heart as well. I never thought I would have experienced certain things and, even deal with such change of things and how much loyalty can just be taken away or even just for granted. You taught me basically not to be dumb. I'll just say that. Be dumb. And I thank you for that. Because now I'm able to, be happy and try to be the best that I can be, and start to love myself more and love my amazing husband more, and it's just all the things that it has taught me to do. And it's a journey. Not every day is easy, but it is a challenge. But it's a challenge that I never thought I would have taken on before. But now, because of my past, I'm able to really take on these different things and be a better person. And I'm thankful. So thank you, past relationship. I want to also thank the past hurt I have been through. I want to thank you. And the only reason why I want to specifically thank you is because you were the beginning of my past, and a past that has held on to me for literally all of my life up until present day. And it's time for me to really, really just close that book and that door and really seriously take charge of my peace and my sanity and move forward. Not to say it will ever be forgotten, But it will be tucked away in a place that is more secured and give me more of a clearer view sight, a clearer headspace. Yeah, I'll just leave that at that. But all in all, I thank you, past. You know, you've been one hell of a bitch in my life, but I'm willing to really confront you head on and really just say you was a bitch for a reason. And as much I will forever hate your ass, I thank you. I thank you for the certain interactions we've had. Not all, because bitch, most of the time you had me fucked up. But some other aspects, I thank you. I thank you. And that's just gonna be all to that. But I'm willing to move forward now and start on my journey to happiness and closure and building up my self-love and my self-care and just really taking better care of myself. I'm ready and willing to go on this journey, and I feel like I've mentally prepared myself for, the different things I'm going to experience, because it's not going to be one of those things that's just be like, okay, we're going to do this, that's what's going to happen, and that's it. You like it, you love it, I don't care. So I'm excited. I'm a little worried. So yeah. But I thank you. So, in closing, we have had one hell of a ride and one hell of a journey, but no more will I allow you to interfere with my life, my happiness, my sanity, let alone my peace. Not anymore. Not in the ways you have been, because bitch, like I said, you had me fucked up. And those things is just not what's gonna happen no more. I refuse, and I'm going to do the best I can to just limit that. When I feel you creeping, I'm gonna know, and bitch, I'm gonna shut you down. I'm just letting you know that right now. So, but until never, me and you will always have some connection, but going forward, it stops today. And that is that. So don't expect me to be knocking on your door, and don't come knocking on mine. Period, poo. In loving, kind regards of finally letting go and closing the door, I big boldly sign this beautiful letter of closure to the past and opening up to the future, the magnificent and strong mind willing black butterfly. And that, ladies and gentlemen, and my beautiful butterflies of my clan, is my closure that you have witnessed and heard with your own two ears to my past. Now, I will say my closure is something that is near and dearly from all of my heart, and I meant every last word of it. Nothing I said was false. Some things were censored for personal and private reasons. But all in all, I will say confronting your past and just being willing to be mentally stable enough to confront it and say, hey, bitch, I know who you are. I know you know who I am. I see you see me. But this relationship can be no more, you know? Everyone has their own way of closure. Some people, they will write a letter and they'll rip it up. Some people, I've known it's this plate thing where they get a glass plate and a marker. They write all of their hurt and everything down from their past. And once, they cover the whole plate up front to back, they go and they break it. They're breaking and letting go of what that past has done to them, to be able to move on and move forward, from that. And mine's is being able to share it, warm and heartedly, from myself, and to let you guys know that it is okay. It's not something that will happen overnight. It's not something that will happen next week, next month, or even next year. For me to be at this point in my life to confront my past head on and wholeheartedly mean it and really firm to it, it honestly makes me proud of myself. It's been years where I've tried it and it just doesn't. I always get shooken up, and it's just that past just holds that weight onto me. But this time I'm willing to really put my foot down and take control of my life. And I know that you can too. If your past is something that's really holding on to you, don't let it hold on to you forever, because don't let your past make you, or break you, honestly. You break it. And that's all I have to say to that. I know this episode was a little more on the serious note aspect, but I mean well, and it's nothing but love, you guys, because Black Butterfly is here to set an example and to be very transparent and honest and open with you guys that it is okay. I'm not going to be the one that's just like, oh yeah, oh my god, you guys, let me tell you, like, blah, 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 blah. No. I'm going to be as transparent and as real and honest with you guys as if I was sitting right in front of you, because that's just life. Life is not rainbows and unicorns and pixie dust. In my head it is, because that's my world in my head. But I have to separate that from the reality of world that's not what it is. And that's okay. So we're going to get through this, you guys. And, if you guys ever need anyone to talk to, Black Butterfly is here. You guys are more than welcome to send me voice messages. Send me DMs via Instagram at freespace_podcast. If you ever need a listening ear, Black Butterfly is here. Like I always tell you guys, you matter and you are loved. And no one told you today that you are loved. I love you. Cold and warm and snuggly. I love you. And you're okay. Okay. So, in wrapping, just take it day by day, and closure comes at its own pace. When you know, you know. I'll just say that. And when that time comes, or when it does feel right for you, don't shut it down. Take it on like a bull by its horns, and you rock it out. You rock the hell out of it, and you let that shit go. You let that shit go, and you take on every baby step that you can to be better. Not every day is going to be easy, but it is worth a journey to go on, and it is going to be okay. Find you a great support system that you can go to, connect with people that are like-minded like you and willing to be there for you, for that shoulder to cry on, for a phone call, for a letter, whatever will help you, go through a positive growth during your mental health journey. Please do that. Not everything can be done alone. I'll just say that. Everybody needs somebody, at least one person, at least one. If you can at least have that one person, oh, bless. That is perfect. That's awesome. You don't need like a flock of people, but if you have that one good person, you good. That's a support system. And just find what works for you, So you butterflies are amazing. You are awesome. And I just want to say, next episode is going to be a more bright and bubbly and poppy one. We're going to have a special guest on the show. I can't tell you who it is, but if you guys want to take a magical guess on who it will be, send me a voice message or a DM telling me who you think your guest would be on who our special guest will be on our next episode. This person is awesome. It's been a little journey, but I'm so excited and so happy and honored to be able to have them on the show with us and have them a part of our butterfly family. So you guys be nice to our special guests when they come. But it's been a long time coming, and I'm so happy, so happy, and I can't wait to introduce you guys to our special guests. They're amazing. So stay tuned and make sure you guys send me your guess of who you think the special guest is going to be, and the person that is close to guessing who it will be will get a special shout out on the episode with the special guest. So I want to thank you guys again for tuning in and listening to the Free Space Podcast. I am your host, Black Butterfly, and I will be back with you guys next time. Bye.